Jordan Larson walked away from volleyball while she still loved playing it. She's the most decorated player in American history, and she retired anyway, even though she did not want to. By almost any measure, she is the greatest women's volleyball player the United States has ever produced. 4 Olympic medals, a gold in Tokyo, championships on 3 different continents, and in April of 2026, at 39 years old, she played her last professional match. But this story is different from most retirements. She did not want to stop. She said so out loud, more than once, and her career did not end with a trophy or a perfect send-off. It ended with a loss, and an elimination decided by a game happening hundreds of miles away. So let's walk through the whole thing, where she came from, what she built, and why this goodbye was so hard for her to make. Let's start at the beginning, because the beginning matters here. The small town beginning. Jordan Quinn Larson was born on October 16, 1986, in Fremont, Nebraska. But she grew up in Hooper, a small town of about 800 people. Her parents, Kay and Kevin Larson, split up when she was 3. She moved to Hooper with her mom to live with her stepfather, Pat Clough. That is the world that shaped her. A small Nebraska town where everybody knows everybody. Now here's something most people get wrong. She did not start playing volleyball until 8th grade. Think about that. The woman who became the best player in the country did not even pick up the sport seriously until middle school. And once she did, the rise was fast. By 2003, she set a Class C1 state record with 15.08 kills per game. She took Logan View High School all the way to the state finals. That same year, at 17, she was named the best server at the FIVB Under-18 World Championship with Team USA. The talent showed up early. Then came Nebraska, and this is where the legend really starts. The Nebraska years. Larson played for the University of Nebraska from 2005 to 2008. During her 4 years, the Huskers went 127-8. That is not a typo. 127 wins, 8 losses. She won 4 Big 12 titles and made 3 trips to the NCAA semifinals. In 2005, the team finished as national runner-up. In 2006, they won it all. She was a 3-time All-American, and in 2008, she was named Big 12 Player of the Year. She earned her degree in communication studies that same year. So before she ever played a single pro match, Jordan Larson was already a champion. But college was just the foundation. The pro career is where she became something this country had never seen. In 2009, she joined the U.S. women's national team and turned pro. What came next was nearly 2 decades of chasing titles all over the world. Conquering the world, the club career. Let's talk about the clubs, because this part is wild. She started in Puerto Rico. Then she went to Russia to play for Dynamo Kazan. With Kazan, she won gold at the 2014 FIVB Club World Championship, gold at the 2014 CEV Champions League, and 4 straight Russian Super League titles from 2010 to 2014. From there, Turkey. She joined Eczacıbaşı Vitra in Istanbul. With that club, she won back-to-back Club World Championship titles in 2015 and 2016, took Champions League gold in 2015, and was named MVP in 2015 and 2016. After Turkey, she played in China with Shanghai. Then later, Italy with Viro Volley Monza. Think about what that means. She did not just leave home. She went to the biggest clubs in the world, country after country, and she won everywhere she landed. Russia, Turkey, China, the USA. A national or league champion on multiple continents. But for all that club success, the thing most Americans know her for is the national team. And that is where her place in history gets locked in. 4 Olympics, 4 medals. Jordan Larson is a 4-time Olympian. In 2012, in London, she won silver. In 2016, in Rio, she won bronze. In Tokyo, the games that actually happened in 2021, she won gold. And in 2024, in Paris, she won silver again. 4 Olympic medals. That ties her for the most all-time by any women's volleyball player. She is also the first U.S. indoor athlete to win 4. And that Tokyo gold deserves its own moment because it was historic. It was the first ever Olympic gold for the U.S. women's indoor team. Larson was the captain. She was named tournament MVP and best outside hitter. And here is the detail that ties it all together. It was her kill that clinched the gold. The biggest moment in the history of the program, and the last point came off her hand. Along the way, she stacked up more titles than most players win in a lifetime. The 2014 FIVB World Championship gold, the first ever major tournament gold for the U.S. women. Volleyball Nations League gold in 2018, 2019, and 2021. World Grand Prix gold in 2010, 2011, and 2015. She was USA Volleyball's Indoor Female Player of the Year in both 2015 and 2016. She became team captain in 2017, and in 2021, she did something that matters for how this story ends. She headlined the very first season of Athletes Unlimited, a US-based women's pro league. She was the first ever champion. She was the MVP. She was also named Best Outside Hitter, Best Server, and Best Receiver. She was not just playing in new American leagues, she was helping build them. Which brings us to the final chapter. And this is the part that makes the goodbye so hard. Coming home. After Tokyo, Larson started moving toward whatever came next. She tried coaching. She was on the Texas staff in 2022. Then she came home to Nebraska, joining John Cook's staff for the 2023 and 2024 seasons. She was building toward life after playing, but she was not done playing. In April of 2024, she joined LOVB, League One Volleyball, as a founding athlete, playing for the Omaha team. And this was more than a playing job. On August 5th, 2025, LOVB Nebraska announced she was a part owner. She was putting her own money back into the league as a minority owner. She was helping launch the very thing she would later retire from. For her, this was about coming home. Here is how she put it. It's amazing. I was 12 playing club here at Premier. Now you look at the facility, I never would have fathomed it. You can now play 10 minutes from home. Your family can be part of it. I have my community back. That is the heart of it. She got to finish where she started, in Nebraska, in front of a state that loves volleyball as much as anywhere in the country. The goodbye she didn't want to make. On January 9th, 2026, she made it official. At a press conference, Jordan Larson announced she would retire at the end of the 2026 LOVB season. She had practiced reading the statement 10 times. It still got to her. She choked up reading it off her phone. Here is what she said. This season isn't about an ending. It's about celebrating that made the journey possible. After this year, I'll be stepping away from competitive volleyball. And rather than making this the finish line, I want to spend this season honoring the people, places, and moments that shape it all. Every fan, every gym, every jersey, every teammate, coach, and fan has played a role. And this year is my way of saying thank you. The people around her did not hold back about what she meant to the sport. Kirsten Bernthal Booth, the president of business operations for LOVB Nebraska, said this: "When we throw out the word GOAT, greatest of all time, I think we are truly looking at the best volleyball player to ever play in our country on the female side." Now here is where the title of this video comes in. Because for all the celebration, Larson made it clear. This was not a goodbye she fully wanted to make. Before her final match, she said, "Bittersweet for sure, because there is still a lot of love for the game. I love to compete. I love to solve problems." And she questioned whether this was even the right way to go out. She said, "It is hard to come to terms with, Is this how it is supposed to end? It is hard because I am naturally very competitive. Read that again. Is this how it is supposed to end? That is not someone whose body gave out. That is not someone who lost the fire. That is someone walking away while the fire is still burning. And that is what makes it the goodbye she did not want to make. Going down swinging, the final match. So how did it actually end? Not with a fairy tale, with a fight. On Saturday, April 4th, 2026, Jordan Larson played her last professional match at Baxter Arena in Omaha. LOVB Nebraska faced LOVB Austin. Nebraska took the first set, 25-22. Larson's first kill of the match brought the crowd to its feet. But the match went 5 sets, and Nebraska lost. From Nebraska's side, the scores were 25-22, 24-26, 19-25, 25-22, 10-15. And here is the cruel part. That loss, plus results elsewhere, ended her career. Out in Utah, LOVB Salt Lake beat LOVB Madison and grabbed the 4th and final playoff spot through the league's 3-way tiebreaker. So her career did not just end on a loss. It ended on an elimination sealed by a completely different game in a different state. But if you want proof she went out swinging, look at the stat line. In her final match, Larson put up 19 kills and 20 digs, hitting 417, at nearly 40 years old, in her last match ever. That is not a player fading out. That is a player at the top of her game, right up to the final point. And for the whole season, she finished with 234 kills and 183 digs in the regular season, 5th in the league in kills, 6th overall in points. Again, nearly 40, playing like that. Her attitude about the ending told you everything. She said, "If I have any regrets, it's not for the fact of not going for it." She called her approach going down swinging, and she explained why she could play that freely. If I'm operating at a standard at like 100% in practice, then the game is gonna feel the same. I think that I've learned that if I practice at a very high standard, that the fear and everything in match is gonna go away. After the match, it finally hit her. She said, "I didn't know if it'll ever hit me that this is coming to a close. The game is going to be so much more than just what you saw today. I'm just immensely grateful for you all to be here tonight, and hopefully we can continue to just evolve this sport and make it known that this is the next major league." Then they honored her. There was a tribute video, and her number 10 jersey went up on a banner in the rafters of Baxter Arena. Her home state crowd watched her career close right where it began. So let's bring this back to where we started. Jordan Larson did not retire because she had nothing left. The 19 kills in her final match say otherwise. She did not retire because she stopped loving it. Her own words say otherwise. She walked away on her own terms, at 39, with 4 Olympic medals, a gold clinched by her own hand, championships in Russia, Turkey, China, and the US, and a spot locked in as one of the greatest to ever play. In a lot of people's eyes, the greatest American woman to ever do it. But she left while the love was still there, while the fire was still burning, while she was still asking herself if this was really how it was supposed to end. That is what makes this goodbye different. No injury forced it. No decline forced it. It was a choice, a hard one. The goodbye she did not want to make, made on her terms anyway. And the way she went out, swinging to the end, hitting 417 in her last match, that number 10 hanging in the rafters at home, that might be the most Jordan Larson ending there is. Not a perfect storybook finish, a fighter's finish. If you enjoyed this one, you know what to do. We have got a lot more volleyball stories coming, so stick around.